Hi there, nice to meet you. It's a beautiful day. I can see that you're new. Do 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 do. Time to play some Castlevania. Dun 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 dun. All right, now don't. All right, this reminds me of the Asian game. Because we're going to the circus level. At least it's not. At least this game is not as obtuse as Simon's Quest. Yeah, Simon's Quest was an early attempt to make Castlevania into a Metroidvania, but they kind of failed to actually do it. No. If it isn't the hyper-megally superior, not cute, not Singerito, not seductress, not banana, not cigarette, you run, yeah. Alright, now, don't mind me, I'm just grinding for the final sword. Come on, final sword, drop. Come on, final sword, drop, please. Whoops, I wasted one. Ah, whoops. That's okay. Please recharge, please. X-Bomber! Yeah, we got the defensive form, nice! By the way, you notice I have max money because I sold a bunch of, thief rings. That I duplicated with the glitch to duplicate quests. X-Bomber! X-Bomber! Alright, Inabin, are you ready? Let's go! Alright, now, Inabin, you're the cute one. No, you. No, you, Inamati. Alright, now, Soon Bomber! Yeah, there we go. Soon Bomber! Alright, I'm not cute, no. I'm not cute, you guys are. You guys are the ones who are cute, okay? Not cute. Not cute. X-Bomber! X-Bomber! Alright, now it's Soon Bomber. Soon, very soon. Alright, Soon Bomber, go! Boom! Alright, knock down. Yes, and Soon Bomber, does damage, Soon Bomber, is a great way to, one-shot the final guards, provided your level is high enough since it deals damage based on level. Whoops! Stop using it. Don't waste stupid joystick. Stupid ass joystick, no, don't waste it. Don't waste the Soon Bomber, no. Alright now, Soon Bomber, go! Whack! Wacka 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 wacka. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we were on that. Alright, we were on that break. Soon Bomber! Oh, defensive form, nice. Alright, Alright, now, Soon Bomber! Soon Bomber, soon. Soon Bomber! Kaboom! Boom, I want you in my room. Which is what I say to anybody every night. Alright now. Remember, anybody's basically a Muppet, okay? Remember, anybody's basically, seeing a Muppet, yeah. That person behind the screen also decides what the lore is, okay? So, there's no Indorito. Indorito's not canon. I decided it so that makes it right. Oh, you're the Queen of Bones. Alright, how do you like my skeletons, Annabin? how are you doing, Annabin? Alright now. Alright, sorry for leaving. Sorry for leaving, but and sorry for using my big boner deck. Alright, yeah. We love ourselves Skull Servant. Rattle them bones. Make the enemies all rattled. Rattle. Uh-oh. I think I'm out of it. Oh no. Boning hard. Wait, I boned you hard? How? Whoa, it'd have been so. Alright now. Anyone's saying saucy stuff. Anyone's in chat saying saucy stuff. Alright now. Alright, do. Alright now. Go, Soon Bomber! Soon Bomber! Alright, I'm trying to grind for the final sword, by the way. Wait, should I have done this on stream? Probably not, but you know, whatever. It's my stream, I'll run it the way I want. Come on, Soon Bomber! Yeah, Inabin and me, and I'm doing Soon Bomber, yeah. Inabin, are you ready? You're the one who's cute, okay? No, you're Andy Monty, you're the one who's cute, yeah. Soon Bomber! Alright, by the way, we love Shawit. We love Shawit. They're just like we love the Shawit in Trials of Mana. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. I like that she talks with Bookwind Wage and Will. Oh, well. You're a Soon Part 9 the Bomber. No, you're the Soon Part 9 the Bomber. I mean, then again, Inabin's thing is high explosive, so... But he's still the Soon part of the Soon Bomber, yeah. I just kind of smack into enemies sort of like Peach does and smash. Wait, is that sussy? I am not a sussy, Baka, what are you talking about? No. No sus. Go, Axe, Bonk, go, Soon Bomber! Bomb, 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 boom, 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 I want you in my room. Bomb, 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 I want you in my bomb. Alright now, Inabin's the Soon part and I'm the Bomber part, okay? Come on, drop your sword. Drop your sword, I know you have it. Re. Soon Bomber, go! Kablooey! Alright. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 baby. Boom, boom, baby! Kaboom! Alright now. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Sort of like what I say to anybody every night, yeah. Soon Bomber, go! Soon, dairy, soon. Soon, dairy, soon. Sort of like how all you guys are towards me. Even though you deny it and try to deflect onto me, we know who the real Cinderes are, okay? Alright now. Come on, drop your sword! Oh, thank you for the watch streak. Oh wow, you got Urwatch 30 streams so far? Nice. Nice. Alright, now I can't wait for the Pumpkin deck to come out in Master Duel. Of course, I also want to build Trap Tricks, and I also want to build Labyrinth. Yeah, maybe I might do Labyrinth Fiendsmith if, they don't hit all the Fiendsmith cards, maybe. Oh, there's the sword! We finally got it! Nice! We got the sword! We got the sword! We got the sword! Nice! Finally! We got the sword! We got the sword! We got the final sword! Alright, I'm saving the game! I'm saving the game! Yeah, I had fun today, yeah, Inabin. I sure did. It was nice seeing you guys play, it was nice seeing you guys play. Granted, I'm kind of still starting out and, not very good, but, I did, grab myself some meta staples. Just in preparation for, what I would have to deal with everything. So I had Super Poly and, Ash Blossom, because I noticed that Super Poly's like really good with Zombie World. Oh no, I'm not going that way, no. No way, I'm not going- oh wow, no. Oh hell no. I don't like this circus level, no. I don't like this circus level, I already feel like I'm suffering. I don't like this circus level, I feel like I'm suffering. Alright, luckily... Oh yeah, I should... Alright, now I will keep one Thief Ring on, and I will grab a Miser Ring. Alright, since we have max money, we're gonna be, super strong. Oh yeah, by the way, I do want to grind, you know, though. I do want to... Hold on, let me grab a better sub-weapon. I was trying to level up the Bible. I was trying to level up a Bible because, you know, there's a quest to level that up. Right now, I know these dead warriors have a good piece of armor. Alright, what's our rating on those? 3? Alright, there's a samurai plate. Alright, the samurai plate is really good for Jonathan. I'm not very good, says that when she says when she demolished me 4 times. I mean, to be fair, you were playing a row mage, so... to be fair, you were playing a row mage, so it was... to be fair, you were bricking... To be fair, you bricked quite a lot, yeah. To be fair, I'm sure I only won because you, like, bricked a whole bunch, so... don't feel too bad. Yeah, you're probably just bricked. That's okay, though. I don't top deck like all the cheaters do. I brick like a real man, okay? And I take every loss. Alright now. Alright, we'll admit you now. Alright now. Alright now. Now you want big. Alright, now you won because you were better. No. I'm sure you could beat me. I'm sure you could beat me. I'm sure. Alright now. Annabelle, I know you can beat me. I know you can beat me. Annabelle, I know you can beat me, yeah. I mean, you have like multiple good decks, yeah. I mean, you and Doppel have multiple good decks, so I'm pretty sure, you know, at least one of you will beat me one day. I'm pretty sure you guys will beat me, yeah. I mean, especially Doppel. They seem like they're a real pro at the game. Alright, now, you just need a bit of practice, and also, you know, you just need a bit more practice, I guess. And even if you have any physical cards, you should practice your cards. You should practice your combo lines. Yeah, I kind of, you know, also was practicing on my own for a little bit. Alright, now, I mean, that's kind of what I did. Oh, the spinach. Alright, now. Nope, no physical cards? Oh, no. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, well, that's okay, yeah. Oh, no, not Tangeli, no, I'm poisoned! No, I'm toxic! No, I'm toxified, no! No, I'm toxic. Why am I toxic? No, why am I toxic? I'm toxic. I got toxified. Ow. Ow, I got toxified. No. No, I got toxic. No, I'm toxic. Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Hey, look, ancient. Oh no, double axe armor. Alright, I will admit that, you know, double axe armor does have a good item it can drop. Alright, it does have a couple really good items, but, you know, one of them is like an armor that, like, makes you super strong, but, you know, makes your defense, like, really low. Also, we are taking a beating from all the traps in this level, yeah. Pretty typical of this level in the game. Yeah, I'm not especially good at Castlevania. If you asked me to play a classic Fania, I probably wouldn't be able to I would not be able to beat, like, the first stage, man. I would not be able to beat the first stage without dying, man. Yeah, but Igavanias I'm a little bit better at. But, you know, I'm nowhere near, you know, MLG Pro level. Oh, no. Oh, no, it begins. I recognize that enemy. Oh, no, not the Buster Armor. No, Medusa heads. No, I don't want Medusa heads. I don't want to deal with Medusa heads. No. No, no. And the game, you know, and the game begins. And the game begins. Ow, whoa. And the game begins to, you know, throw... And the game begins to throw, you know, bullshit at me. Although, I will say that, you know, I will say that, you know, Master Duel is very, alright now. Hey look, a pork pie hat! I don't know what kind of, alright now, I don't know my hats all that well, so... What the heck is a pork pie hat? Best stage of the game. I mean, yeah, the circus level is always so fun in this types of, the circus level is always so fun in this game, yeah. It's like, you know, absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's not like it's hellish, it's not like it's significantly more difficult than the other parts of the game. It's definitely not like it's significantly harder than all the other parts of the game. Well, so, alright now. At least the Nest of Evil is, you know, relatively fair. What the hell is a financer? I don't know what that is. Annabelle, do you know what a financer is? Alright, ow, no, I'm toxic! And of course we get toxified at every turn. Oh no, we're toxified. Oh no, ow! Oh no, we're under attack by Guillotiner. Ow. It's, you know, trying to guillotine me in the face. Oh no, it's trying to guillotine me. Alright, now we got the Tome of Arm 3, which is, you know, probably Charlotte's best weapon. I've seen my ears. Do you think I wear hats regularly? I mean, probably not. I mean, if you cut little holes in them, probably. I mean, Miss Sinapa wears ears and she wears, you know, hats, and she's a rabbit. Granted, she's also a magician, so, you know, the hat is part of the job, so... Then again, you would really like... Alright, now. Oh, now I'm toxic, no! I'm toxified! Now I'm toxified again! Alright, this game is a little toxic, not gonna lie. Alright, some of the enemies in this game can be a little toxic, not gonna lie. Especially in this area. Yeah, I'll get used to getting poisoned in this area or turned to stone. It will happen a lot. It will happen again. Oh my god, no. Not Rippers, no. Hey look, it's Uric. Alright, now that's our Shakespeare reference. You know that calling my, you know, hero organization dreams is also a Shakespeare reference? I know. Alright, now. I have met her sometimes to wonder if she speaks Bundricilian. Ah. Alright, now. Oh, no. Alright, nice, we found a portal. Alright, now. Welcome to the greatest show on Earth! As Endamati, you know, hangs on by a thread of her life. Oh, she took a big hit from that, you know, big iron guillotine. Oh, them Rippers are, you know, hopping mad and they're throwing knives. Oh, no. Toxicity and unable to do stuff. Sounds like another Konami franchise. Ow! Yeah, that sounds a little like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I apologize for playing Ash, please. I apologize for playing Ash. I deeply apologize for playing Ash. I know that Ash is like a super toxic, it's like, you know, is, you know, like toxic. I know that Ash, alright now. But you see, I was doing dice rolling and, you know, went into, you know, regular duels. Yeah, alright now. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a rough time with those kind of things, yeah. So I kind of needed some metastaples to, you know, kind of compete with that. So I deeply apologize for that. Yeah, I also have like 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. I have 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, and I have 1 Nibiru. Yeah, it's not the free Nibiru, by the way. I got it from a pack. Oh man. And we got Mr. Bones. Alright, we love ourselves some spooky, scary skeletons. You're loud, you're because you, no, I'm not cute. Alright, now, I'm not cute. alright now. You know, I enjoy playing with you guys, yeah. Alright, now, I'll probably have to wail out a little bit to, build an actual good deck. So if I manage to do that, alright now. But I will play with you guys again, yeah. No, alright now. Now I'm certain you guys will definitely beat me if you, beat me next time, yeah. I mean, the person who was playing Hekahands definitely beat me. Yeah, then again, Hekahands are pretty good. Yeah, I've encountered him a lot, and sometimes I can beat him, sometimes I can't. You know, it really depends on how well it really depends on how well I draw. Yeah, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, and Hekahands do at least feel fair. Hekahands at least, feel fair. When you lose to them. Granted, them stealing your boss monsters out of the extra deck is a little bit, a little toxified, man. Oh no, I'm stoned! Oh no! I'm rock hard! No, Medusa made me rock hard with their sexiness. Medusa made me rock hard with their sexiness, no! You spend 0 on Master Duel? Alright, yeah. Master Duel does seem like it's very fun to play with friends, though. Which is definitely what I want to be doing. Yeah. Which is definitely the big appeal of it to me. Yeah, it will mean that I will have to actually socialize. It means I will have to, do one thing that, I'm not very good at, which is socializing. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now, but hopefully I can play a little bit more with you guys sometime. Granted, we should also do more competitive stuff together. Alright now. Alright now. It's fine, Andy, you're fun to talk to. Oh, thank you. One punch, that's all. I'm number one. Do. I mean, it's very funny, it's very funny, Alright, now, I will admit it's a lot of fun, OTK people with, King of the Skull Servants, but, I kind of lose, most forms of interaction, yeah. Which is, alright now. So I will, alright now. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now. Although I have sworn off the evils of the cockroach. Although I have sworn off the evils of the cockroach, okay? Because, the cockroach is cringe, okay? And if you guys know about, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know exactly what the cockroach is. Alright, now. It's one of the most powerful, it's one of the most powerful it's one of the most powerful cards in Duel Monsters that, when you play, the Egyptian god theme plays, yeah. Yeah, when you play, the Egyptian god theme plays, yeah. Yeah, God's anger starts to play, yeah. Dun 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 dun. You should join in on, on Slay the Spire streams sometimes if you feel like it. Those are fun and friendly. Oh, I would love to. Alright now. Actually, sure, I don't see why I couldn't. I don't see why I couldn't. I'm just... Alright now. You're right, I certainly should, yeah? Oh no. Alright now. Alright now, take it at your own pace, yeah. Thank you, I'm really sorry, it's just... It's just I'm kind of still. It's kind of, you know. Alright now. Kind of rough to recover. Alright now. Alright now. At least. Alright now. I know it's like to be rather socially drained right now myself. Thank you, Annabelle. I appreciate that. Thanks, Annabelle. I appreciate that. You're really so nice. You guys were so nice to me. I was worried I was being, you know, a little too obnoxious, I think. Alright now. Alright now. I know I am recharging with some ammonium. Alright now. I mean, alright now. Technically speaking, you know, the mythical metal and, you know, the lore is just basically just moon silver, yeah. You know, for all forms of silver are basically, you know, the ultimate defense against the dark arts. Of course, you know, practitioners of the dark arts also use iron, you know, to counter it, yeah. They're kind of in a competing oil with each other, you know, because of, in the lore, yeah. Anyway, let's get inside here and fight, you know, Miss Medusa. Oh no, there's a big sneak. Oh no, it's Medusa! Oh no, Medusa. Oh no, she's summoning her Medusa heads. Oh no, I'm stoned! I became rock hard. Alright, she's kind of kicking my butt a little bit. Yeah, because I'm playing a little bit carelessly. Alright, well, alright. I guess she was almost dead. Didn't even use Petrify even once. And with her Petrify attack, pay attention to when she's about to says Petrify and then turn around. That's the way to dodge it. Otherwise, you will get turned to stone. And it's kind of impossible to dodge otherwise. I know. Alright, break out, break out, break out, break out! Ow, ow, ow! Alright, we don't wanna wait. Alright, now. There's a Jet Black Whip, which is dark elements. Alright, break out a stone, please. Oh, nice, a Medusa Whip. Alright, let's be very careful and fill in all this map. Alright, let's be careful and fill in the map. Alright, be very careful. Alright, luckily since we had the Miser Ring, you know, Medusa wasn't so hard. In fact, we beat her pretty soundly. Oh, man. Man, that level... Alright, the Circus level always stresses me out in this game, sorry. Granted, you know, since I have infinite healing, it's not as bad, since I know I have it, so... But before, it was like a nightmare to navigate, so not gonna lie. I had to, you know, stock up on lots of healing items. Oh yeah, I also got this. I have Time Stop. Let's see the Lonely Stage. Alright, now we need to raise our con. Alright, now we need to raise our con. Alright. We need to raise our con. Alright, the Lonely Stage should be pretty easy. All we have to do is go to that one piano room. Alright, now, bear with me, I don't quite remember where it is. I know I played this game before, but, you know, I'm very forgetful. Yeah, it's part of the... Yeah, me spacing out and being forgetful is kind of part of, you know, the schizophrenia, I think. Or something, I'm not really sure. At least I like to blame it for that, but, you know, So, I apologize. Alright, now, which room was it again? Alright, so which room had the piano in it? Let's see, Alright, I think I'm not far from it if I go to this point. Oh, toilets. Oh, reminds me of Hanahiko. Reminds me of Hanahiko from Death Mark 2. That one was really creepy, yeah. You know the developers of Deathmark, made it, dungeon crawling RPG. Yeah, it's kind of one of the darkest ones ever, yeah. It's kind of a really dark one too, yeah. It's called Labyrinth of Yomi. Man, that game is, very dark, yeah. Like, they're exploring some of the, less than savory things that happen during certain conflicts in that game. As part of the plot, yeah. Alright, we have to watch the ghost, play the piano. Man, this school air. Alright, now. I quite like this magic. Alright, now. I quite like the magic school level, but I kind of imagine, Bronner probably, made these school levels based on his daughters. And, the fact that they were going to school based to presumably learn how to do magic. And, they probably got bombed. Yeah, a lot of people got bombed during, a lot of people, alright, yeah. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of, the that one Pinocchio movie? The really dark one with, like, Mussolini and all that? Yeah, at the beginning of it, Geppetto's, son got bombed while they were inside of a church, yeah. So they kind of ended up, dying. Then, and, Pinocchio was kind of, seen as a replacement for a little bit. Which really didn't do good for him. Alright, now, let's go, alright, now. Anyway, I thank you guys for alright, now. Anyway, thank you guys for, watching me if you're, alright, now. Alright, now, I do have a few decks I want to build. I do want to go into Labyrinth, as well as Trap Tricks. I also want to do the Pumpkin stuff when it comes out, yeah. In fact, I should really save up my gems for, Pumpkin, yeah. Pretty sure that one will be hard to pull for. Because they're probably gonna make Pumpkin itself, Ultra.
You're back. Excellent.
It's sort of like the... Alright, now. I mean, when I got a whole bunch of packs and, pulled for them, which, was, in real life, yeah. I got most of the cards. Yeah, aside from the XYZ monster, which is kind of important. And then Blazing Dominion came out, and I got, the Officiating Reverie, and, Officiating Samuel. Ugh. I can't believe I'm... Alright, now. I feel kind of dirty using a Samuel card because, Samuel's like the old school name for the devil, yeah. Yeah, I like this thing, yeah. And technically speaking, some people, say that, that guy, that guy represents more institutionalized evil, yeah. They're like the Pharisees in the Bible. Alright, and what we're gonna see here is a train. And we need to kind of push on it real quick before it pushes us out. Oh, just in the nick of time. Yeah, we don't like the Pharisees. Alright, now. Granted, I'm pretty sure the Pharisees were just, representative of, church corruption, basically, yeah. Which is why they often found... Oh, no, ow. Well, I got blasted to bits. Oh, no. Oh, no, ow. Alright, not gonna lie, Buster Armors are kind of mean. Yeah, I was, I knew there was something up here. Oh, no, Mothman, be careful, he has poison. And we also get a Kurgle, whatever that is. Alright, now. That's like some sort of cake or something. Yeah, there is a quest where you do need like 5 cakes so you don't get strength boost. I kind of accidentally did it behind the scenes, so I'm sorry about that. Alright, good thing they put a save point right after, that hole with the Buster Armors. Yeah, the devs do. Alright, Alamaris. Yeah, they're like some sort of, some sort of gothic witch, some sort of gothic witch of some sort. At least I think that's what they were when I looked them up. Oh, hey, the ghouls. Oh, summon skeleton. Oh, right, yeah, they become skeletons when you burn them with fire, yeah. Right, I forgot about that. Right now, to encounter a Ghoul King, we're going to have to, you know, defeat a whole bunch of ghouls. Alright, we'll grab the Assassin Cape. Alright, pretty sure there's a ghoul in this room in particular. Alright, now, pretty sure, you know, the Ghoul King is inside this room. Oh no, and he's pretty strong, too. And he has 444 HP, ugh. That's a bad boy number. That's, you know, the number of death. Oh, that's a bad boy number. Ugh. I don't like that number. I don't like that number. That's a death number. Again, you know that death in this game has 4,444 HP, which means his HP is death, 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 death. I figured there'd be something down here. Alright, if I had to guess, this wall is brickable too. Oh no, rippers. Oh no, rippers. Holy shit, man. Whoa, oh no. Alright, I don't like this room. I don't like this room. I don't like this room. Well, that was certainly... I did not like that room. Ugh, frickin' rippers. And we got Mothman, you might recognize it. Alright, now. Yeah, Mothman's like a North American cryptid, by the way. He's very cool. You know, some people were saying, you know, America is basically a Shintoist nation, you know, with ancestral spirits and weird local deities. You know, considering our obsession with things like cryptids and, you know, and building stuff like Mount Rushmore. I'd say that's probably, you know, accurate. Oh yeah, Alamir does resist fire, doesn't it? Oh no, not more rippers. Yeah, they're like Fleamen, only they throw knives. You know, why stop there? Why not also make them why not make them why not, you know, alright now. Alright now. Hopefully, you know, hopefully nobody makes like nobody, you know, makes these guys like, you know, oh no, is that Nyx? Oh. Yeah, Nyx is resistant to Holy, by the way. Oh yeah, she also has a card she can drop too. Alright, now, I gotta be honest, I did make a villain, you know, based on Nyx because, you know, I kinda liked her in this game. And she's basically an angel of death, yeah. Dark Angel of Mercy. Medical professionals who kill their patients. Yeah, she has a very, you know, cruel bedside manner. Alright, now she's trying to jab you with a big poisonous, you know, syringe for, you know, toxins. I don't want to be toxified, so... Alright, get out of here, Ripper! Get out, Rippers! Alright, now. Alright, not gonna lie, not a fan of Rippers. I mean, I'm actually a huge fan of Rippers, yeah. I'm not just a fan, I'm a huge fan of Rippers. I mean, they're so good, yeah. They're like the greatest... Ow. My magic, no! No, my magic! No, I'm cursed. No, I got cursed. No! Please don't toxify me! Alright, watch out for the scales. Please don't... Alright, please don't toxify me, too. I don't want to be toxic. Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I poisoned? Alright, Wrecking Ball. Alright, now, Alright, now we got... Alright, now. Oh, no. Oof. Ugh. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go over here. Ooh, there's a warp point. Alright, now. Alright, now. These guys will get up later, so I need to be... Right now, I'm pretty sure Alamaris resists light, I think. You know, despite the game, you know, not saying she does. That or maybe I'm hallucinating it, I don't know. That or maybe I'm hallucinating, I don't know. And that very well could be too. Alright, now. Frickin' Nyx, man. It kind of reminds me that, you know, they made a lot of, you know, Castlevania-inspired stuff and, you know, Skullgirls. You know, back when Skullgirls was cool before it got ruined. Back when Skullgirls was cool before it got ruined. Alright, now, not gonna lie. Yeah, not gonna lie, some people are just, you know, way too puritanical for my liking. X-Bomber! Alright, Soon Bomber, go! Cool, and we got an HP max. Even though we don't need it. Yeah, some people are just a little bit too puritanical. Alright, there's the cross. Please remember where that is. I have to remember where that is. You know, because there is a quest tied to it. Alright, we got Almeric snipers. Remember when these guys were, you know, the snipers of Goth? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, now I'm pretty sure in there is a bunch of Nixes, isn't it? No. Ugh. Alright, fine. Alright, morph me into an owl, let's get in there. Holy shit, man. Oh, I got the dress, nice. I got the princess coat, nice. Alright, I think the princess coat is very good for Dawit. I mean, it has luck in defense, but I kind of want her to have high intelligence. Intelligence is more what she wants. Yeah, sometimes people are way too puritanical and it kind of ruins everything. Yeah, and then alright now. Gotta be honest, there's too many people like that in the world, and you know, too many people who listen to people like that. Like, why are you listening to the people who hate your stuff? And you know, want it to change according to some nonsense that they came up with? Oh well. Anyway, enough about that. If I got sad at everything like that, I'd be pretty salty, yeah. Alright, 8 MP max. Alright, now. That's kind of why I don't like, you know, that particular side of Twitter that's like that. Ugh. Anyway, enough about that, I'm sorry. Sorry, we're playing a fun game, so I'm sorry. Ooh, Rippers and ghouls, ugh. You know that ghouls are basically not really zombies, or more like, you know, some sort of demon that, you know, eats the dead. Ugh. Probably spawned from people who were very hungry and very desperate, and ate things that they had to. But I can understand that's like, you know, really creepy to a lot of people. But sometimes people are very desperate. Sometimes people are very desperate and, you know, will do that. Oh hey, spicy shrimp. I know who that is, that's you guys. That's you guys towards me. Oh, I got a ballroom mask, nice. Alright, nice. Alright, now, ooh. Alright, I will use the final sword on the Almeric sniper because they're resistant to light. Yeah, actually resistant to light. Yeah, it's sort of like how Nyx is also resistant to light. I mean, they are angelic enemies, so of course they resist light and, you know, are weak to dark. Probably the few enemies that are actually weak to dark in the game. Yeah, most enemies either are neutral or, resistant. That's why dark is, you know, not especially a good element. Unless you're fighting the Whip's memory, then dark is a fantastic element and, you know, probably one of the strongest elements you could use against it. Which is why the cream pie strat is definitely the way to go with that one. Here comes the Wolfman. Alright, now let me just grab my dart real quick. Oh no, he's kicking my butt. Ow. Alright, Wolfman deleted. Alright, now watch when the Wolfman dies.
Charlotte! Jonathan! Charlotte! Jonathan! Let's go! Charlotte! Jonathan! Charlotte! Jonathan!
Alright, now there we go. Might as well use X-Bomber, because why not? Yeah, alright, he grabbed me and, you know, went for a bite. Oh, here's a... Alright, now. Alright, now... Hold on, there is one thing I want to get before I, you know, proceed. I want to go over to the desert level. Alright, there's another item I want. There's another item I want, and at least I think I want it. Yeah, it's a tiara that's dropped by... Laura? Laura, was it? Laura is such a weird enemy. It's like, you know, it's an enemy cat girl, man. Remember when they were pretending... Remember when, you know, Laura pretended to be a net? That's basically where Death's enemy comes from, and, you know, why it's disguised as, you know, a beautiful woman. Alright, I should bring out Charlotte. Let's do... Let's see, let's boost her luck. I'm pretty sure luck stat works in this game. Pretty sure luck stat is not a lie in this game. Oh, there it is. Alright, Midnight Tiara. Well, it does have more minds, it doesn't have as much intelligence. And I want Charlotte to have lots of intelligence. Alright, I think I may have, you know, been thinking of the wrong enemy. Alright, there's a couple enemies that drop tiaras. There's a couple enemies that drop tiaras, and I'm not sure if I'm getting the right one. Alright, now I'll try Alert Yun. I think they drop a tiara as well. Alright, now watch out for the Mandragoras. You may recognize them if you've seen, you know, that one property, you know, made by, Actually, we don't want to speak, you know, the Great Evil's name. We don't wish to speak the Great Evil's name now. We don't wish to speak her name now. Yeah, we already know. There's only a couple Alarions in the game. Alright, you know one thing about Alarions here? Yeah, the more they damage you, the more right, the more they damage you, the more, you know, red their rose becomes. Of course, if you strike them, you know, that goes away. Yeah, the more they strike you, the more, you know, red their rose becomes. Alright, since I have infinite healing anyway, I might as well show you that. Right now, since Jonathan is, you know, doing a lot of running. I'll take the Mercury boots. You know, to make him go faster. Good thing I picked those up. Good thing I knew where to find those. I'm not having a lot of luck so far. That should be nice and simple soon. Yeah, but it's only a 2-star rarity, so it should drop soon. I remember they have a tiara, but you know, I don't... I think it's the Muse tiara, I think? That's the one that I'm thinking of, and you know, I don't remember which enemy drops it. I think the other Yin drops it, though. Then again, I did say that with, you know, I did say that with, you know, Laura. Alright, there is alright now. Ah, man. Man, we're having terrible luck. I'm sure we'll find it soon. I'm sure we'll find it soon, maybe. At least we're not at least it's not like the farming test stuff in the Nest of Evil. No, Nest of Evil is very evil with its drops, man. You know, the bosses down there have, you know, drops themselves. Yeah, and of course you'll have to refight them a billion jillion times to actually get them. Ugh. That's gonna be hell. Actually, I won't be grinding, you know, those items, though. I will be doing Nest of Evil, though. Probably do it after I deal with Bronner, though. Yeah, when old Dracula's, you know, breathing down my neck. Oh, I would have thought it would drop by now. Alright, can we, you know, improve your luck a little bit? Alright, now where's this? Alright, let's grab the Thief Ring. Alright, Thief Ring should help it. We'll bring down our attack since obviously we won't have the Miser Ring. I'll put on stuff that, you know, improves our luck. Alright, now it's a 2-star drop. Alright, we got the Rose Corsage, which is not what we're looking for. Alright, I'm sure it'll drop eventually. Alright, I'm sure it'll drop eventually. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Actually, while we're doing this, I might as well level up the Bible. Actually, we don't have the Master Rings on, do we? Oh well, they're still worth 11 skill points. They're still worth 11 skill points, so thank you for the head pats, I appreciate that. Thank you for the head pat, Cinnamon. I appreciate that. Come on, drop your... Oh, there it is. Alright, the Muse's Tiara. That's the item I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, there we go. Much more intelligence. Alright, of course we'll have to go back, but that's okay. The enemies here aren't, you know, super rough anyway. At least not... Alright, now. Oops, I should probably equip the Miser Ring. Makes dealing with enemies, you know, a lot easier. Yeah, especially since I have max money. Yeah, which, you know, gives you a massive attack buff. That'll really buff... that boosts our attack, you know, quite significantly. Alright, I'll go check on the quest with, you know, Mr. Wind real quick. And I'm sure he has some, you know, nice ones that we need to do. And I don't need to, you know, get any more money, so... And I don't need to get any more money, so I don't need to duplicate anything. Alright, pray before the cross. Alright, we got the immunity ring. Nest of Evil's open. Got the Sage ring. Alright, maybe I will duplicate the Sage ring. Learn all the Vampire Hunter skills? Oh, we don't have all of them yet. The Great Sage, get all the spells. Which is gonna be a bit hellish because some of them are in the Nest of Evil. Some of them are in the Nest of Evil. Alright, Gambler Glasses. Let's see, Guide. Whoop, Skill. Alright, we are missing one. Alright, I'm guessing we're missing the cross then. Alright, what are we missing on Charlotte? Aside from the speed up? Alright, Thor's Bellow and Croctus aren't what? Thor's Bellow and Croctus. And I know which dual crashes we're missing. Yeah, we're missing the Alright, now. Alright, now I need to get out the Master Ring. Alright, now I need to Alright, now. Alright, luckily I remember where the cross is. Alright, first I should probably get the cross before I do anything. Nest of Evil or the Circus level, which do you like more? The Circus level, I mean, it's so good. Yeah, the Circus level, you know, feels like bullshit. Most of the bullshit with the Circus level is, you know, not because of the enemies, but because of the level design. And, you know, most of the bullshit, and, you know, and most of the bullshit in the Nest of Evil is because the enemies is because it's just a bunch of enemies. And it's because, you know, it's basically nothing but enemy spam. That's because most of it is just enemy spam, and they even have that room with the two Frankensteins. I mean, the two Frankenstein's monsters. Yeah, that room in particular is, you know, my favorite room in the entire Nest of Evil. There's literally nothing like it. Two creatures. Alright, alright now. Alright, and I know, alright now. Alright, and you would think I remember, you know, like... Alright now. Alright, but not alright now. At least Nest of Evil, when you die, it's because you know there's overpowered enemies. At least alright now. Soon, Bomber! There you go, let's take down that final guard. Let's style on the final guard. Alright, the cross is down here. I gotta remember, you know, the Almeric snipers are resistant to Holy. Alright, cross mission deleted. Alright, that's deleted from my list of things to do. Oh yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna equip the final sword. Makes it a lot easier to deal with, you know, enemies of the Holy Element. You know, since they're weak to slash element, but resistant to light. A bit like how, you know, a bit like, you know, how Stardy is, you know, resistant to magic. Yeah, sir, which includes the elements of light. Yeah. Yeah, of course, you know, Stardy, you know, definitely #1 Twitch streamer, yeah. You know, she's basically, you know, shit, alright now. She's basically like Bad Bunny, yeah. Yeah, Bad Bunny is basically like the female DSP, okay? She's the one that got famous for, you know, $5 a month. $5 a month! $5 a month! Alright, I need that money, I really do, to pay for my gacha pools. I mean, my bills, my very expensive daily bills that I have every day. And it's definitely not going towards, you know, pack pulling and, you know, I know. Definitely not going towards pack pulling in you know, Master Duel or something like, or, you know, Terminaria pulls. Or, you know, or any other gacha game. Cool, I got the Stellar Sword! Alright now, alright now. Alright, the last 3 missions are gonna be especially hellish, not gonna lie. Alright now, we need to get Master Rings on. Alright now, alright now, the next part of the game, the next thing I need to do is, you know, grind. Ugh, I have to grind, ugh. I have to grind, alright. Alright, I'll go to the school level to grind. You know, before I beat the game, I might, before I beat the game Alright, whoops. Before I beat the game anyway, I might as well grind out all the, vampire killer, points. I might as well grind out all the vampire tool points. Just to get a little bit of extra experience in me. I mean, this room is, this room, has the most XP of any room, but, I think what we need to, do is grind a little bit over here. Alright, this guy will be a lot easier to deal with, yeah, than the 2 Minotaurs. Granted, he won't be worth nearly as much experience, but, he'll be a little bit easier to, use weapons such as, the Bible with. Since the Bible is not a great sub-weapon. I mean, when in Castlevania has the Bible ever been actually good? I mean, I know it's a good book, but, it's not very good. I remember it kind of sucking balls in, Symphony of Night, too. Then again, the most powerful weapon would be that big cross, but, that weapon, really sucked. That weapon is too expensive to use. So, like, the knives are actually really good for a lot of enemies because they're very fast and cheap to spam. In that game. And of course, we mustn't forget that the stopwatch is necessary to make, progress to secret areas of the game, yeah? Alright, so Innovan, in your opinion, alright, now, if Innovan's still here... Wait, is Innovan still here? I wish I could get his opinion on, what the best sub-weapon in, Symphony of Night is. Since, he likes to play that game. Yeah, since he used to do randomizers on that. Before they flubbed it up. Oh, you are? Oh, nice. Alright now. Alright now. I kinda miss those, yeah. I kinda miss those randomizers, yeah. They were pretty fun, yeah. I like the Ricochet Rock? Oh, nice. Yeah, Ricochet Rock is okay. First, can we all agree that, the Sacred Ash is pretty useless unless you have a large target? Can we agree that the Sacred Ash is kind of useless unless there's, like, a really large target? I like... There's no cool ranch around here, no. There's no cool ranch. Alright, so basically alright, Foam, how do you feel about the good book? My favorite thing about the good book is all the war crimes. Alright now. Not gonna lie. There's Cool Ranch everywhere. Alright now, Moonlight is cool. No, Moonlight is not Cool Ranch flavored, no. I don't know what it's like in your reality, but in my reality, Moonlight is not Cool Ranch flavored. Alright, I know there's a cheese moon, but that's technically in the realm of food, which is very different from, all the other realms. Because everything is food in the realm of food, yeah. Alright, that's the Bible mastered. We also need to master the cross. Luckily, the cross is like the best weapon, is like a really good weapon. I mean, it's holy element, so that makes it good. I wonder what the line of the 4 different moons in Bundersill tastes like. What? Alright, Foam, see what you did. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now, I'll have to, wail out a little bit on, Alright, I promise I won't wail out too hard on, Master Duel. I won't wail out too hard on Master Duel. I have to, get money to, I can, get artists, to make more artwork. Then again, I should really cut back on my spending a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. Although I still want to get more artwork, especially of that one artist that did that one artwork recently. Sugar Bell Art. I kind of want to do more. I kind of want to do a little bit more with them. Silver, gold, red, and blue. Alright, now, don't give your money, Indy. Resist urge. Alright, I apologize. I might have already did that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I might have already did that, so I apologize. Alright, now, if I set a little bit of money aside, to buy gems, it's okay, right? Alright, now. But again, Pumpkin's probably gonna come out in Halloween, so, Alright, now, uh-oh. Oh no, I appear to be out of magic. Oh. Whoops, I'm out of magic. Luckily, getting more of it is not too hard. Can I say that the imps are alright now? I just had a customer that sent me AI art of it as a bargain based on my bargain cosplay. Alright now. It was cringe as fuck. Oh, AI art, ugh. Imagine trying to pass off AI art as your own art. Ugh. Only scummy people do that, in my opinion. Only scummy people pay an exposure, and even scummier people try to pay you with AI. Ugh. Hey, I'm sorry, but if you're charging for AI art, you're basically scamming people now. I don't even respond. He sent it to me, and he was like so proud of it, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't blame you. Yeah, I can't blame you, really. I can't blame you. AI art. Alright now. I have no trouble with AI. I have no trouble with AI as long as I have no trouble with AI art as long as you're not like actually charging for it or using it for like serious business stuff. Or, putting it in charge of, things like, that are actually important. Like, missiles and all, like missiles and military hardware. Because I'm sure that will definitely not cause, World War III to happen. Alright. Didn't you guys learn from all those, didn't you guys? Alright, now. I don't think glorified chatbots that, hallucinate that, I don't think big expensive glorified chatbots that, are prone to hallucinating should be kept in charge of those things, No, not World War III. This guy, no. I just don't like the stuff, and frankly, I'm superior. Alright, now, I'm superior because I exist. True, exactly, yeah. Exactly, real artists are always superior. Real artists, however, will always be superior to, AI art. Alright now. Alright now, okay, alright now. Alright now. Alright, good thing Malthus here is, weak to holy. At least I think he's weak to holy. Sometimes the weaknesses and resistances in this game are, a little jank. Oh, excuse me. Alright now. Then I'm in a medium that is harder for them to, get to. Please don't take pictures of me in reality and try to improve them with AI. It doesn't. Yeah, can you believe that people, try to fix art with AI? It's bad enough when real people do that. Ugh. I don't know which is worse, really. Oh nice, the cross has been mastered. Alright, nice. The cross has been mastered and not a moment too soon. Alright, let's use the cross to, beat the... Let's use it. Alright, now. Alright, now. Castlevania actually makes Christianity look cool. Yeah, then again, so did Deltarune. Yeah, alright now. Yeah, much cooler than, you know, actual Christianity. Alright now. Now, the coolest part about Christianity is all the war crimes in the Bible. Alright, maybe I better not do that. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry. I better not do that. I'm sorry. No talking about politics or religion. I'm sorry. Alright, now, we're gonna do a little challenge. Alright, now, where is that Dark Elements whip? Where's that one Dark Elements whip? The Jet Black whip? Also, I need the Holy Impale. Also, let's grab the Samurai Helm. And let's grab the Samurai Leggings. Let's grab the Miser Ring. Oh, and I might as well use the Assassin Cape. Alright, honestly, this can be whatever. And of course, when I first... Wait, did I level up the cream pie? Oh yeah, I did. And for the piece of resistance, I'm gonna get the cream pie. Alright, you guys know what's coming. Oh no. We're gonna finish off a Belmont with a cream pie, okay? No. It's for a ceremony, it's for the ceremony of establishing the fact that I am not the king of foam swords makes me. I am a goddamn emperor. I will be passing Excalibur onto my subjects, crowning the king. And you get a cream pie of Belmont and Annabelle. Are you prepared to unlock the power of the vampire killer? Yes, I am. You'll have to face this challenge alone. Are you sure about this? No problemo. Alright now. Yeah, no Charlotte for, you know, unlocking the vampire killer. First she bones me, now she cream pies of Belmont. I mean, I do, yeah, alright now. I was able to make a Trevor Belmont train whip back in, you know, 2020. Oh, nice phone. That's, you know, sounds really cool. Alright now. Alright now, we have to defeat the whip's memory to, you know, make it recognize us. Oh no. No, alright. And the way we're gonna do it is by spamming cream pies. Oh no, whoa. Ow. Alright, he whipped me. Alright, he's whipping me good. Oh, whoa. Oh no, ow. Oh, whoa, watch out. Alright, watch out for the cross. Alright, don't let him corner you. Obviously, don't let the Belmont corner you. Ow. Alright, now he's kind of kicking my butt, though. Alright, now, oh, well. Alright, luckily, I have infinite healing. Oh, whoa. Ow. Alright, take that, Belmont. Alright, the whip's memory has been beaten. Also, I made a oh, wow. Alright, you've returned. It seems to be in one piece. Well, how did it go? How's the vampire killer? Hey, no problem. Its power is pretty scary, though. Looks like the legends about it weren't lying. But, I know, don't overuse it, right? I'll try my best. Alright, do we really want to use the magic, you know, do we really want to use the vampire? Do we really want to use the sword that, you know, sucks out our soul? Or do we want to use the final sword? Oh, that would be pretty funny, you know, finish off, you know, Dracula with, you know, with a cream pie. Alright, now, it'd be pretty funny, you know, to finish off, you know, Belmont with, you know, a cream pie. Yeah, alright now. Alright now, I will go down in history as the girl that finished off Dracula with a cream pie. I was on a live stream on TikTok the other day listening to Zelda swords, listing off the Zelda swords I've been eating, and forgot 3 of them. Alright. Big Cory, Big Goron, and Savage Leone. And Savage Lionel. Ooh. Oh, you've been doing real. Ooh, those sound really cool, yeah. That sounds really cool, yeah. Then he wants to cream pie everyone now. Alright now, Annabette's a dirty bunny. Dirty bunny! Dirty bunny! Alright, let's go, investigate the nest of evil, shall we? I mean, we're level 57, we have a couple of miser rings, we should be fine. Plus, I have infinite healing, so I should be even better than fine, really. I feel like this is gonna go very swimmingly. Alright, now, before I go down, I'm gonna, equip a thief ring. This is a cream pie to Belmont live on stream. And one of those I made most of the 4 swords one because I made the 4 swords in every 20, from 20 to 50 inch. I also made a Zelda 1 magic sword. Oh, that's really good, yeah. Alright now. Annabelle. Annabelle, look here, listen. We're gonna finish off the game with a cream pie. Alright now, the nest. Alright now, get ready. The Nest of Evil is not like any other place in the game. This place is, the hardcore. This place is where the hardcore stuff is. Ooh, this place is where all the hardcore stuff is, yeah. It's from the series I made a lot of swords for. I have also made a lot of swords for from Avatar. Oh, nice. Oh, excuse me. Alright now, this one should be nice and simple. Well, that door was nice and simple. Oh my god. And the bullshit begins immediately. Alright, and the bullshit begins basically immediately. Oh, whoops. Alright, got a little too careless there. And this room isn't even that hard. Alright, this room is not that hard. Alright, so Nest of Evil's not that hard. Don't worry. Of course, famous last words once I get to the 2 Frankenstein, 2 creature room. Oh no, Minotaurs. Oh no, I'm stoned! Now I got turned to stone! Now I'm rock hard! The Minotaurs, beefy muscles, made me rock hard! Oh no. Oops, I forgot I changed that. Oh, never mind. It took out the final guard anyway. Oh no, here's Balor. Alright, well, we beat Balor without taking a hit. Any into the who morning milking and a whole morning milking farm waffle thing. Wait, what? Oh no, not morning glory milking farm. Oh no, I'm really sorry about that. I was just joking. I was only joking about the Minotaur thing. I'm sorry. I swear I don't read I don't read those kind of books. Alright now. Whoa. Deep Blue Spirit cosplayers, and Corin's, Corin's in March on the East Coast and West Coast. Oh, Khan's right. Okay. Sorry, I read it as Corin. That's sussing bat, no. I am not a sussing bat, no. That is like false information. I am never sus. I'm never ever sus, no. That's false information. That's false information. I think you're imagining things, yeah. I am a good fairy, of the good people. Alright now. I know. Alright, now. See that wifey now. Oh, well, I dodged that. Alright, ruler sword deleted. And the bullshit begins. And here comes the Trooper Cabras. Alright, be careful of them, they can kill you very easily. Alright, be careful of Trooper Cabras, they can kill you very easily. And yes, I know they're called cave trolls in this game. Yeah, Komani can never, Komani never fixed that, by the way. They even kept it going. And the good people cannot be horny. Sealing and unsealing does not mean... And sealing and unsealing does not mean good and, evil, and Faye don't fall for it. What are you talking about? Yes, it does. What are you talking about? Yes, it does. We definitely are not lying about that. Yeah, that's definitely 100% not a lie. I mean, technically speaking, it's, the cycle of growth and decay, but, that's very different from, good and evil, yeah. I mean, what are you talking about? We definitely do not 100% lie about that. Oh no, alright. I think I will equip, Oops. Alright, I think I will equip the Holy Claymore for this. Alright, that's the Iron Golem. As you can see, he has lots of, he has lots of defense value. Alright, the Iron Golem. Alright, now here's Girgoth. Alright, we do have a quest that's related to him. Alright, now. Yeah, we have to defeat him with the blank book later. Yeah, after we recover the lost pages, that is. Yeah, we have to defeat him with the blank book. Alright, now, I should be fine. Alright, now. Oh no, the skeleton farmer. Alright, I'm not too... Alright, now. Not too afraid of skeleton farmers. That reminds me of Donosaro. Yeah, the skeleton farmer is actually really good in that because of Valor Yun. Yeah, because, he has a soul that helps out with, plants. Yeah, he has a soul that, helps out plants and, Donosaro. So he's, really good with Valor Yun. And Alarion is, very beautiful in that game. I mean, I'm definitely not horny. Oh, ow. Alright, these gold skeletons are kind of kicking my butt. Alright, watch out for the bones they throw. Alright, don't aggro all of them at once. Alright, we did take a lot of damage from that. Good thing I have infinite healing. Which means the enemies in this dungeon are really no threat to me whatsoever, as long as I'm careful. I want to set a Gondor's armor, but it's only 150 bucks. Alright, now. Oh no, it's Dio! Oh no, it's Dio! It's Dio! No, it's it's Dio! Alright, watch out for Dio. Ow. Dio! Dun -dun -dun -dun. Alright, now. Alright, this guy is one big JoJo reference. And yes, I'm not joking. Yeah, Mr. Iga really, really likes JoJo. Alright, JoJo, dun 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 dun, Golden Wind! Alright, now. It's over. It's Tio Farine. I mean, it's kind of like that, yeah. Kind of play makeup for that. I mean, yeah, it is pretty peak. I mean, not gonna lie, JoJo is pretty peak, so I don't blame him. Alright, as Nekai does have a spell he can drop, so we're gonna have to get that later, but I will do that behind the scenes. Because I will not be doing that on stream. Because it's way too luck-based. Again, I was doing luck-based things, earlier. Dude, I ain't doing that. Oh well. Alright, I need to be more careful. Alright, luckily these things are not that hard. I just got a little too careless. My iron blades are cooler? Oh, they are? Okay, I'll take your word for it then. Oh no. Quickly, throw crosses. Yeah, cross is pretty much the best weapon for this room in particular. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Oh, we got the Dragon Slayer. Hey, we got the dragon. We got the Gut Sword. Oh no, here comes a Goonie. Alright, you remember this guy from Dawn of Sorrow? Yeah, a lot of these bosses are from Dawn of Sorrow. A lot of these bosses are basically Dawn of... A lot of these bosses are from Dawn of Sorrow. And he's doing the fire dive. Alright, got him. Then he turns to ash. My new 80-inch sword is called the Dragon Slayer too? Yo! What a lucky coincidence! What a lucky coincidence! Yo, that's quite a coincidence! Quite a coincidence given the game I'm playing. I'm just glad I got that drop. Granted, I wish I got the spell too, but you know, that's okay. That's okay, I'll get it later. Yeah, I have to do the Nest of Evil a whole bunch of times to be able to get that, and I will have to, you know, I will have to keep resetting for that. Because I am not I don't know how else to do it, really. Yeah, it's kind of one of the hardest spells to get in the game. You know, because it's a oh no! And the bullshit begins again, and we're up against, you know, more bullshit. Oh no, ow. And I'm kinda getting my butt kicked. Good thing I have infinite healing. I know, I'm in a rock and a hard place. As long as I avoid the missiles, it should be fine, right? Alright, I'm kinda getting my butt kicked. But I am gonna beat these guys. Alright, that takes care of one. Oh no, watch out for the grab. Oh whoa, watch out for the lightning. Oh no, ow! Frickin' missiles. Alright, jump over him. Oh no, the door is open. But I'm still gonna beat the Frankenstein. I'm beating this guy. Nice, took him down. Oh no. Alright, don't aggro all of them at once. Oh no, ow. Yeah, these guys really sting with their attacks. See what I mean? They, like, really will put a hurting on you. Alright, level up. Alright, watch out for your electricity. Watch out for their magic. That will kill Jonathan. Basically, immediately will. Yeah, watch out for that. Please let the song let's let the song about me sound as it's straight from the disco hair, please. Really? Okay. Alright, I'll take care of those 2 armors. Alright, now that room was no problem. Yeah, but the Locust guy is gonna be a bit of a pain. Alright, how many more rooms do we got? Alright, now crosses are very good for that room. Oh no. Alright, don't aggro all of them at once. Luckily there's not a whole— oh no. Luckily there's not a lot going on, it's just kind of annoying. Oh wow, 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 oh man. I will heal after that. Alright, now took him down. Abaddon deleted. Oh man, he's even harder than he was in, Dawn of Sorrow. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with Seal too. Ugh. I'm glad I don't have to deal with seals in this game. Ugh. Could you imagine? Oh no, oh no! Holy magic, no. Now watch out for the lightning, that will kill Jonathan. Alright, now watch out for the Elmerich Sniper. Alright, that room was nice and simple. No, this one shouldn't be too hard. I'm, pretty strong, so I should be able to beat those guys by, one hit. One punch, that's all. I'm number 1. Do. Alright, nice. I found the lost pages. Yeah, we had to get past Abaddon and, go to her. It's down. Ow. Come on, ow. 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 Please, 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 ow. Ow. Ouch. Oh no, oh no. Oh, luckily the dragon itself is not too hard. Oh no, whoa, watch out for the electricity. Nice, a peeking duck. Alright, this room should be nice and simple. There's just Malphus here. Alright, now here comes a terrible trio. Alright, I think I will use Final Sword, because I'm pretty sure they're holy. Alright, I have to take out Sylvia. I don't know, they're kind of kicking my butt too. I think I have infinite healing. Alright, oh, we got the Mint Sunday from her. Nice. Nice, I got the Mint Sunday, though that's good. Alright, now. We're not far from the end of the Nest of Evil. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a nasty surprise up ahead. So... Alright, let's take off, let's... Alright, let's take off, our weapons at least. Oh wow, he hits hard. Alright, now let's get out... Oh wait, do we want Holy Sword or... Alright, now where is the... Where's the dart? Right now, he can only punch me. That's good, that's why I came in here with no weapon. Because he does copy the weapon that you have. He copies the weapon and spells and sub-weapons you have. So if you come in here with no weapons and sub-weapons, it's much easier to deal with this guy. Yeah, that's right. That's right, I'm teabagging on you. Get teabagged on. Man, he's just beating up... Just beating up our first friend. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doppel. Alright, if Doppel were here, I'm really sorry about that. Alright now, one of your kin literally tried to murder me, so I apologize profusely for that. It wasn't my fault, dude. It was like, he was trying to kill me, yeah. It wasn't my fault, dude. He was trying to kill me. Sorry, Doppel. Sorry, Doppel. One of your kin was literally trying to murder me. One of your kin was a little bit murdery, so I had to, put him down. How does Doppelganger duplicate your weapons? I don't know. And we received Tome of Arm X. And we received Grand Cross. Alright, and we have a quest to kill Gargoth with the Blink Book. Ow, 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 please, 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 stop, 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 please, please, please. No, 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 no. Alright guys, could you hold on for just a minute? I have to go to the bathroom. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, now, Andy. Andy is not cute now. Alright, now, hold on. Andy waiting up. Alright, chat spam Andy with how cute she is since she's not here to refuse. No, I'm not cute. Stop spamming. Oh, it have been being naughty in chat, yeah. Naughty bunny. Naughty bunny. Alright, we have to kill Gurgoth with, you know, the Blink Book. Alright, now, let's see, do I have... Oh wait, I should... probably grab a spell or something. You know, Charlotte's spells are pretty powerful, but, you know... Alright, yeah, we need the Blink Book anyway. And unfortunately, we have to use one of the weakest weapons in the game to do this. Luckily, it only matters if... luckily, it's only the finishing blow that matters. Luckily, I have infinite healing, and the finishing blow is all that really matters. Luckily, it's not as annoying as it was in, you know, Dawn of Sorrow. Yeah, because of the seals. Did I mention I don't like the seals in, you know, Dawn of Sorrow? Yeah, they were kind of the worst. Oh, thank you, Alucard 30 Boxers! Thank you, Alucard 30 Boxers, for the follow. I appreciate that highly. And whoops. And already we're dying. Oh, get that missile out of here. Alright, now watch out for Buster Armors. Oh, wow. Alright, now this shouldn't be too hard. Alright, that room wasn't so hard. Alright, now, ooh. Whoops. Alright, now I gotta... Alright, now just be careful of Chupacabra. Just be of the Chupacabra, they're very powerful. Yeah, if YouTuber model is super cute, oh, thank you. But you know, you guys are the ones who are super cute, okay? You guys are the ones who are super cute. Funny enough, Endamati, you know, started off as an OC of mine, and I was basically writing a story for her, and yeah. Oh yeah, I should definitely, you know, do some reading of it. I kind of am also still working on it too. Whoop! I don't have the cross on. Oops. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. That might make dealing with a few rooms in the Nest of Evil a little bit easier. Alright, now at least... Alright, now Flamer... Alright. At least this isn't, you know, as bad as, you know, Haunted Castle. But yeah, Flamer definitely remind me of how much of a quarter year that was. Alright, now. No, I am not cute. No, that is false information. Don't believe the bunny propaganda. Don't believe the bunny propaganda. Don't believe the propaganda from bunnies. Alright, luckily I know luckily I'm not cute now. False information. Me being cute is literally, you know, watch out for the laser. You know, back up, please. Alright, kill Gurgoth, successful. Alright, we got him with the Blink Book. Yeah, we have, yeah. Killing him with one of the weakest weapons in the game is not ideal, but you know, we can certainly do it. Alright, and Tomes of Arms X definitely has Excalibur in it. Yeah, which, you know, I'm pretty sure Doppel would love that weapon since, you know, he's a big fan of Fates. In fact, I saw him running, you know, Infernoble Knights, you know, when he was in Master Duel earlier. I mean, I would have... Alright now. Alright now. Seems like Doppel's actually really good at the game. Unlike me. Unlike me, I am kind of a returning player and don't really know how to really play the game very well. I did watch a few videos and, you know, did a little bit of research, beforehand, and did also notice, hey, Super Poly is actually a really good thing to clear boards with. Then, alright, now. It works especially well with Zombie World. As I'm sure you guys have noticed. Alright, now. And I think I have done enough for today. Alright, now. Queen, please. No. Alright, now. You smushed me 4 times. You smushed me 4 times. You smushed me 4 times. I literally am a returning player who's just learning how to play the game, so... And I made sure to, buy the meta staples. I made sure to make and buy the meta staples, so... I apologize for that, by the way. Yeah, I knew from, watching videos on Yu-Gi-Oh! That, things like Imperm and Ash were kind of necessary. And I deeply apologize for ashing you that one time. And I also, and the reason I beat Doppel, to get over his monster was basically by, basically stealing it. Yeah, otherwise he would have been gaining so much life points that I probably wouldn't be able to beat him. I mean, that's what Vampire Fascinator's for. Alright now, alright. Alright now. I mean, Topo really excited me. I kind of got a little competitive with him, so... I deeply apologize if that was obnoxious, so... I'm sorry. Alright now, let's see who's on so we can raid them. Alright now, just give me a little minute here. Oh. Mianomancer, oh. You're indeed fascinating, thank you. Alright, now, Mianomancer. Alright, you guys are gonna like them. They are a very cute cat. They're a very cute cat that's also a wizard. Don't be sorry, you both had fun, yeah. Double seem like they're really into the game, yeah. Alright, now. Maybe I should, announce my place, too. Alright, now, Moonbat Raid. Hey, wanna see me mill a bunch of cards? Hey, wanna see me mill a bunch of cards off of White Lord again? Goodbye.